Well, good morning, everybody. How's it going on this Wednesday morning? A little brisk here in Maryville, Missouri, but we're staying warm the best we can. Glad you guys are here. My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader and a forex trader, and this is the Jim of All Trades channel. So glad you stopped by. We're going to jump into Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. We're going to take a peek at the market and see what's going on. See if there are any trades setting up, and if we can see where this market is going. So glad you stopped by. Let's see what the wave forecast is looking for today. I am an Elliott wave trader, and so we look at the waves every day to see where we think price trajectory could take us, and then prepare for it the best we can. So let's jump in. Okay, we are looking right here. First off, at Litecoin. Litecoin really had a nice push up yesterday. Just kind of kept pumping, kept pumping. I mean, not giant, not huge gains, but just kind of kept pumping in the morning hours. And then we came down, had another secondary pump. We've got an ABC working right here, so you notice that here. So at we're looking for a move down to at least $62 to $61, 62.27 to 61.81. Looking for a move down to the downside there. Now, if it becomes more impulsive, which it could be, but if it becomes more impulsive, then we're looking for a move down to 61.23 and below. We have broken this trend line. I've drawn this trend line from down here, so let me see if I can. We've broken this trend line right there. We broke it and came back into it, and we've broken it again. I always pay attention when Litecoin breaks the trend line, because when Litecoin does that, then it means something to me, because it very often continues in that direction to the downside or to the upside, whichever way it breaks, for sure. So that's Litecoin's pattern. Now, in the grand scheme of the count, let's just jump out and let me tell you what I'm looking at here, what I'm thinking for Litecoin in particular. I believe that we have an ABC correction. It looks about finished. I'm not certain. I'm not certain of that. Um, get that right there. There we go. This green line across here is kind of marking the top. It's kind of marking the top of this structure here. I'd like to see Litecoin not surpass that. If it does, there might be some more upside to come. So I'll have to wait and see and watch there. Watch what Litecoin's going to do. We'll need to really watch Bitcoin as well, because Bitcoin's going to determine whether Litecoin's going to make it up there or not. But right now, if we measure the internal the wave here, we've come to the 786, which in this particular correction, that's been a pretty interesting and repetitive number. Over and over, a retracement level to the 786. You can see right here when we had this wave right here, boom, boom, boom. We came down and tagged the 786, and we bounced off it two times. There, the 786 extension. So when we take this extension of this larger move, we come up to the 786, and we bounced off it, well, two times. Not as quite as widespread as these, but yet nonetheless we bounced off it. So there's a good chance that this move is finished. It's not gonna break the high, and will continue down from here. We might even get some more sideways chop, hit it one more time, and then come on down. That's a possibility. I am looking for potential five waves to the downside right now, from where we are. Like I said, we might have one more hit to the high, but I'm hoping we don't break the high, and then we're going to come down. We need to come down in about five waves to finish out this larger structure, which would be a larger ABC pattern. Right here, we would have an A, a B, and the C pattern. That C always has to have five waves. So that's the way I'm interpreting Litecoin for now. So that's what I'm looking at. Let's watch Litecoin. I'm looking for some downward movement there. If we get upward movement, then I'm going to have to revisit that count. I'm going to have to completely understand that in a different way. I would have to interpret this as a five wave move, that this was a correction of, and then we have to look for another five waves here. Now, I kind of see that as a 535 anyway, but the problem I'm having is that this looks about finished. it looks about done. So we'll have to wait and see there. But that's what I'm thinking here for Litecoin. That's my count for Litecoin. Let's take a peek at Ethereum as well. Now Ethereum is interesting as well. Same count though. It's pretty much the same count. We've got an A, a B, and a C. We've got a three-wave ABC here in the middle. Pretty complex structure for the most part on the smaller time frame, but when you zoom out, it's just a nice little ABC move there. And then we have movement. Hopefully we've broken the trend line as well here, and I think we finished with an ending diagonal right here. I don't know if you can see that, but there you go. So we've got a a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a nice ending diagonal for our C wave. So that is a potential here, or this is the C wave of this ABC here. Regardless, this could be a WXY, and that might be a better way to. Actually, that is a better way to label that move right there. The B wave is a WXY. Yep. But you got three moves there, and the C wave looks like an ending diagonal. Looks to be finished, and we're heading down as well. I've got targets down here. Let's see, a 1-to-1 extension target down to the bottom side. About 168 to 161 for now. If we get impulsive, then we're going to look at something else. We're going to call this a one wave, and then a two wave, and then we're going to get deeper than that, and it's going to be going down. So there's two possibilities I want you to be on the horizon. I want you to be aware of that we could be coming down here, okay, to finish out this move here, to finish out all this correction. We could be just coming on down. We don't have to continue up. We're probably not going to continue up. You can see how Ethereum had a finishing move right here. That was kind of a diagonal shape as well. So it seems like Ethereum likes to do that little diagonal at the end. We'll have to wait and see if that's finished or not. I believed it's finished up here, and then we're coming on down. But we'll have to wait and see, guys. I don't want to get locked into one idea too much, but that's what I'm thinking. A couple of the reasons. Well, before I get into the reasons, so let me just remind you that if we're done and coming down, then we need to be coming down in 5 waves. Now, if that 5 waves comes past 152, excuse me, if that 5 waves comes past 152, then we're looking impulsive, and we're going to be looking to the downside towards 126. So that's a possibility with Ethereum. So don't get too bullish quite yet. I know everybody's getting excited because the alts are making a move up, but let's just be tempered here. This is a C wave kind of. This is it's an impulsive type wave in a corrective wave. The first and the excuse me, the first and the third wave tend to be more impulsive in a correction, but they're corrective waves. They're going up choppy. They're not going impulsively. Okay, and the larger the time frame, the more impulsive it'll feel and look. You'll see right here how we have this nice impulsive wave there, and that was when we had that big run up. But that's an impulsive. That's actually a C wave of an ABC flat. And so even those ABCs, if you don't understand the market, then you're going to think, oh, we're going up. But if you understand where that fits within the grand scheme of the market, you'll understand that that's just a part of a flat correction. Then it looks like we're coming on down here. So we had a one wave. We just got a 2 wave, and it just finished, and now we should expect a pretty large 3 wave coming down starting today and tomorrow, and then into the weekend. Might be a dumpy weekend. It really might be a dumpy weekend for sure. The market always takes longer than I expect. I've been expecting a dump for many days now, but it just kind of keeps trudging on up. So all right, that's what I'm looking at with Ethereum as well. Let me tell you why. What are some of the reasons why I believe we're done as well? Remember that 786 I was telling you about? Well, this correction right here came almost to the 786 as an ABC right there, and and it bounced off of that. And then if we take this whole structure as a big ABC, you'll notice that it also comes to the 786 right there. So that 786 seems to be a very, very important number Then when I take the retracement, just I mean not the retracement, but the extension of that wave, we come and tag the 618, and then we get a reversal off of it, and we have a nice ABC correction and a reversal. We'll have confirmation of, excuse me, we'll have confirmation of this count, but I'm pretty sure this count's pretty good. We'll have confirmation once we pass this line right here at 185.78. 185.78. If we get down there, guys, that's confirmation to the downside. That doesn't mean we're going down immediately, because we're going to go down, in waves, right? We're going to go down like that. We're going to go down, maybe hit it, come back up, and then come on down like that. Okay, so understand that there's going to be chop along the way. It's just not going to come straight down. But eventually, we will make our way down. If we cross this line, we're going to make our way down with certainty. Okay, excuse me. Let's look at Bitcoin. That's the one everybody wants to see, I'm sure. Let's see. Let me zoom out here, show you the potential count we're looking at. Looking at two counts that actually I think are going to play out the same way, a triangle or a WXY. But regardless, I think we're dealing with them. I think this way we're in the middle of making the D wave right now, and we've just made A and B. Now we're going to come down for C. I think we're ready to come on down. I'm pretty sure it's done, but I can't be positive because the market makers always seem to just extend everything out so long and so far. I can see a possibility, guys, of another push up like so. Okay, so I see this, maybe, and then down like that. It would have to come down in three waves as well. But if they don't do that, they could just come down right now, just like that, and that would give us our three-wave move to the downside. And that would kind of, what that would do for us is that would get us a part of a triangle here. Basically, we'd have a triangle in the B wave, A, B, C, D, E. So I'm looking at $9,000 here as a target down here as this is coming down. I am still short, and I'm still waiting this one out. This, I believe, is coming down to $9,000, and it's going to tag this line. Then what I believe we're going to get is another three-wave move to the upside. Once that happens, that's when we get our dump to the downside. So I'm going to be looking to trade this to the upside. Once this gets to $9,000, I will reverse my trade most likely and go long there. Now that also could be, if it's not a triangle, let me just get the triangle off the table for a minute. It's actually the same thing, even if it's a WXY. So let me show you what that would look like. Excuse me. Okay. What we would have then is a big A, or W. Let me get this off the table as well, so you can see it. I'm trying to think if my other Bitcoin chart has that marked. Yeah, it does. Let me use this chart, and it'll be clearer. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Sorry. There we go. So I'm looking at a major count here of a W, X, and and this structure right here is part of the Y structure. Let me zoom into the 2-hour chart. There we go. That helps us a little bit. So this right here from this point down is a Y wave. We would expect that Y wave to have three waves to it. Okay. So let me show you what the three waves could look like right here. It could be boom, 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 like that. Now, this is three waves right there, right? And this is three waves there. So if that's the case, you got a three wave and a three wave. That means it would require this wave to be three waves. Okay. Now that three waves, this is getting complicated, but could be made up of three. Here, let me do it differently here. We could have three, 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 like that. So that would bring us over here, really. So what you'll notice, what I just showed you in the triangle, is kind of the same. Okay, there's your triangle. It's the same move, regardless. Same count, same move. That's what I think is going on in Bitcoin right now. That's what I believe is going to happen. So that's what I'm looking for. So looking for downside now, guys. We're looking for downside. Whether it has one more push up first and then down, um, I don't know. But if you get a push up, go short. Go short. If you don't, wait for the long. Wait for the long here. You can get from 9,000 to 9,400, something like that, maybe. In a little bit of a trade, small trade there, and then we're ready to go short here and just nail it there. Okay, that's what we're looking at, guys. That's my wave forecast. That's what I'm taking a peek at here. That's what I believe is going to happen. If a break above this trend line here would probably invalidate this idea completely. We'd have to look at it another way. Now, I guess it wouldn't completely invalidate it. Let me just we got one, two. It could come up here like that in a three-wave motion like that. I don't think that's the case, but I'm trying to think outside the box a little bit. But if it does, it would invalidate my triangle count at least. The WXY would still be in play. We would just have a larger WXY here. Would have a larger structure. And then we go down. So I don't know. We have to go down, in my opinion. This is a corrective wave here. That's a corrective wave there. We're going to get another corrective wave. Well, everything's corrective. Everything's three-wave-ish. Everything's looking down. So let's just wait this out. They're just taking time, eating time up here. So just kind of hang in there and trade smart, okay, guys? All right. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments of the video. I hope that was a helpful video to you, and we'll catch you on the flip side tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye bye.